All right, we're recording. What's up, people? Matty D of In the Black, helping you to create emotional and physical well-being. Here with the video on how to heal from the past, or you could say how to heal from everything, or as I titled in my mind, looking back to heal, not to recreate. This is important for you if you're brand new, if you're on my channel. You may not be aware of this, but it's important that you don't keep looking back at the past of what's happened to you. Whatever, all the things that you don't like, the bad events, the trauma, the things that make you feel bad or stupid, or really the events that had a huge emotional and traumatic impact on you, that you keep looking back at that and going, that sucked, I don't want to do it again, I don't do it again, because what you end up doing is recreating that in the now, or a snapshot of where things are today, because nothing stays the same. Nothing does. And I could do a whole video on that I just became aware of recently. Nothing stays the same. Everything's always changing. You're never the same person you were yesterday. But the problem with those people is that they stay the same person they are energetically speaking, okay? Your cells are always changing. Your eyes are changing. Everything about it is changing. But you yourself energetically stay the same, because we believe that we can't change the past, and we can't change what happened, and also the bullshit. But we keep looking back at that, and that's stuck within us till we let go of it, which you can. Some of you may be watching and going, well, how do I let go of it? I don't know how to. I'm so sick of it. But we keep looking back, and it fucks us up, and it gets into us, mentally and physically in our bodies, and then emotionally, and it's screwing us up. And what happens is, we may not be aware of it consciously. We may not be thinking about it consciously up here, but excuse me. What happens is, beneath the conscious mind and your unconscious, all that shit's still going. So recreating, so dictating your behavior, controlling you, having an influence on you. And it sucks, because it's like trying to run a race, having a 100-pound weight on you, or it's like you're trying to go, it's like you're chained to the wall. You don't really realize it. You only go so far, and then suddenly you stop, and you have no fucking idea, because you can't see this invisible chain behind you that's just screwing you up. And you're like, what's going on? Because you keep looking back at the past. You're looking at thinking about your fucked up emotional experiences, and you're not dealing with them. Some people might say, yes, I am. Well, mentally thinking about it, rationalizing and mentally masturbating about it and making a bullshit story doesn't solve it. You just keep going and going and going and going. You're basically a hamster on a wheel that you won't get off. You can't get off. But here I am saying, you can go off the hamster wheel, and you're like, how do I go off the hamster wheel? That's a good face to make. You have no idea. So how do you do it? Simple. It's real simple. Dare I say easy? Actually, no. It's simple. And all you have to do, and I said before in all my videos and everything else, is this. I'll put it like this. You have to heal to feel. You have to go back mentally to those times in your life that suck, traumatic, hurt, anger, frustrated, rejection, abandonment, all that pain and stuff that you don't want to deal with. You have to go back to that and simply sit with it. Start breathing, long exhale, deep breathing. Basically, that means long inhale to the nose, long exhale through your mouth, and just feel the pain and just feel it out. That's all you have to do. That's it. Now, that is simple. Anyone can do it. What makes it challenging is you don't want to go back and re-experience that shit. But here's the thing. Your emotions, the reason why those things haven't gone away, it's because they keep coming back up. They get triggered by things because they're there for you to finally just feel the emotion or deal with the emotion, okay? And feel it so you're done with it. So you can complete that emotional or traumatic event that happened. That's what it's for. Unfortunately, as people, I've done it, we've all done this. When we experience something we don't like, emotion, we're like, fuck that shit. You run away from it, you run away, you keep running. Eventually you get tired of running. But what happens is, no matter how many times you run, no matter where the fuck you go, Something comes up, bring the emotion, you're like, oh fuck, I did it again. You run away. And you sit here and chill, and something happens. They bring up another emotion you don't want to deal with. Oh shit! And you run away again, and you chill, and then something else happens to bring up the emotion that you were trying to avoid or whatever, or not deal with, and it keeps happening again and 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 again, and this happens on top of all the other shit, or not on top, but this continues to happen in addition to all the other things that we don't want to deal with and experience, or emotionally as we get older and as we progress through life. So what ends up happening is we have this mountain of emotional bullshit, basically. A huge mountain, and that when we stop looking at it, we go, oh fuck, and it can become overwhelming. But here's the good news. If you want to deal with it, here's how you heal, here's how you deal. All you got to do is feel. Bam, I just rhymed, and I'm a fucking beast. Here's how you deal with it. Start with one. Just do one. Just do one emotion. I don't care if it's anger on something your dad did, your mom did, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it was. Whether it deals with family or not, this applies to everything in your fucking life. All you got to do is just one emotion. Just choose one. Start breathing deeply. Become present with the emotion. Where the feeling is. I'm demonstrating it as I would do it myself. You find it in your body. Maybe it's in your chest, your throat, your face, or who knows, your tummy, whatever. Just feel it where it is. Put your hand there and start breathing deeply, feeling emotion out. And if it moves, you move your hand, whatever it is. You do that shit for how long it takes. Could take you 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Could take you an hour. Some of these things take me an hour. It's crazy. The really big ones, they've held on for a long time, stick with you for hours. They take a while to go away or just to feel. And then once you're done, which you'll know because you'll feel it dissipate, you feel this release, you go, wow. And you're like, wow, I feel better. And then that mountain of bullshit, two things happen. One, you go, that isn't shit. That ain't nothing. I can deal with this. Two, and this is where the magic happens. As you just clear up one core energy, one core restraint, emotional trauma, pain, whatever it is, just one, the mountain doesn't just get shorter by one, it gets shorter by like a lot, like it's a huge decrease. And the thing is, when that happens, you'll notice the difference by one going away, which you won't be aware of until you start noticing the change in your life and what people will notice about you and how other things get better on their own without you having to attack every single one thing that happens. It's weird how it works. I'm telling you from my own experience through other shit. I just, like, as I'm recording this video, I dealt with some other sadness with my mother. I don't know for what reason it was or what specific event, but I started thinking about her and there's sadness. I'm like, there's some sadness from something in my past and I resolved it. But as I've done so with my mother, things around money, other insecurities, if I do something with my mother, suddenly I get better at like running in business. If I do something in business, other things better for my parents and everything else. It's crazy because the reason for that is simply because everything is connected. You're not consciously aware of how it is, but as you do this process for everything in your life, for anything in your life, especially from your past, because especially from childhood, that shit is your foundation. If that is not correct or properly formulated or whatever, it's screwing you up in everything else you do. It doesn't matter what it is, you know. That's why you have the same shitty relationship over and over again. Why you can't seem to lose weight or have success in one area of your life or whatever it is. It's like it's because you have these core things that are fucking you up from behind. It's funny, from behind, from your past that keep coming up to be dealt with. And as you tack on one, the mountain of shit just gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then what you start to notice is other things you weren't consciously aware of that come up. You go, oh, I didn't read about this. And because at the end of the day, everything is energy. There's nothing fucking physical. This might blow you away, but just take this with curiosity and go, huh, really? Just I'm not saying accept it. But quantum physicists have proven that everything is energy there's no space in atoms or nucleus or stars. Like there's no space. Like I mean, no space. Nothing. There's nothing solid. Everything's just tons of like the electrons and the protons. Like they're really far fucking away. Like anything you have like is not solid. I'm not solid. You're not solid. As I record, this is not solid. Nothing is fucking solid. There's no physical universe. It's a bullshit thing that we took on to have an experience, but that's all it is. So with that being said, if there's no physical universe and energy, if you just take the energy and deal with the energy in your body, these emotions, and feel it out, it's affecting you and your life because it emanates from you. If that sadness, pain is coming from you constantly and it goes away and it's caused crap, you remove the source, the root, guess what? Everything else changes. Holy shit, mind blown. So, hope this really helps. Brand new, like the video, comment below, let me know what your thoughts are, and subscribe, and be sure when you subscribe to also click that notification bell. This way you'll get notified, because the subscribe button doesn't always work as well. This way when you click the notification button, the bell, you'll be notified every time I produce a new video. I do these three times a week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, sometimes Fridays, but at least 3 times a week. And so do that. I appreciate you, love you, and also one last thing, I'm a life coach. If you want help with this, I will work with you. We can do consultation setup and discuss working together. I appreciate you, love you. Reach out to me, text me, find me on WhatsApp, and hey, get in the black. Peace.